All right.
Oh, hi.
Locked out then?
I'm not, well, I've tried the door, can't seem to rouse her.
He's 9 to 5, eh? Must be nice having a regular Sunday morning lying.
Well, she's probably in the bath.
Yeah, exactly where I'm headed, mate. Right, Ken.
Hi, Martin.
Hey, you're wasting your time, love, if you're going to the shop.
Huh?
It's still closed.
Oh, not again.
There's no note to say so this time.
What the hell are they playing at?
It's no way to run a business, is it, eh?
No.
Trot up.
See ya. Are you, all right, Mr. Sugden?
I was, until your lot moved in.
Huh?
That's Mrs. Bishop.
Is he trying to be rude?
No.
Well, what's he mean, then?
It just means we've had some funny things happen in our house recently.
Like what?
Like our television changing colour of its own accord.
Huh?
And my pyjamas getting full of my medals, and I haven't put them there.
Hey, well, don't think it were any of us.
No, he doesn't. Let's go indoors, Mr. Sugden.
Whoever it is, they should know it's causing a lot of upsetters.
Yes.
I think you should get him to a doctor.
Blimey, how long does it take to buy a bit of bacon these days?
As long as it takes you to get down to the supermarket.
Hey?
Corner shop's shut again, isn't it? Where's our Leanne?
Brewing up.
Leanne, come in here. And I'd like a few words with you after.
I'll drop here with starvation in a minute. What else is there?
Leanne!
Oh, what? I'm trying to make a brew.
Yeah, well, get yourself dressed and over to cabin, because there's a job going.
Yeah, no, I've seen it.
What are you waiting for, then? Go for it.
Oh, you stop nagging.
Well, stop making me have to.
Well, mind your own business then.
Leanne!
Shut up.
Will you leave her alone? She's going for the job.
What job?
That job, she told me.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Because she's fed up with you pushing her.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I'm fed up with and all. That's folk round here still carping on at us, Les. So if you've been picking locks again...
Hey?
Yeah, because that's what Pinky and Perky think.
You what?
That one of us two has been in her house up to tricks.
Tricks?
Funny things have been happening.
Funny things in the dopey old brains, more like.
No, funny things that they're pointing the finger at us for.
Well, don't you go pointing the finger at me.
Yeah, well, I'm just telling you that if they start that up again, we'll wind up homeless.
No, we won't.
I am sick of the aggro, Les.
Right, all right.
Look, why is it only ever me that cares, eh? Why don't you care?
I do care.
Yeah? Well, have a go at them girls.
I'm gonna have to tell you, aren't I?
What?
I didn't want to scare you, love. But fact is, funny things have been happening round here too.
What funny things?
The other day, I was in on my own. I fancied a blast of good music, right? There's the cover. Best of status quo. Put it on the deck. Out comes Cliff Richard.
You what?
Singing Bachelor Boy. Full blast. Nearly gave me a heart attack.
Are you joking?
I wish it was, love. I mean, when have we ever had Cliff Richard in our house?
We've never.
Felt even fainter when I found my quote album nailed to the back door.
You what?
Nailed clean through the bullseye. I mean, our girls won't pull a stunt like that.
Please, Deirdre, I know you're there. Would you just let me talk to you, please? Deirdre. Or will you not even look at me?
I suppose you're wondering how I found out. Well, funnily enough, it was through me asking Ken to pick our rep up. And when he told me he'd seen Captain Lindsay selling ties, I just laughed at him.
You've got to let me explain.
Can you deny you lied to me, John?
No.
Right from the day we met, it's just been lie after lie after lie.
But not because I set out to deceive you.
What?
It wasn't like that.
Do you know, I just can't believe your nerve. Bringing me presents from abroad. And then when I did catch you out that time, it was just lies within even more lies, wasn't it? And knowing what you were doing to me, letting me fall in love with you, wanting to live with you.
Deirdre, I promise you, I have never ever lied about loving you.
Yes, you have. You can't love somebody when you're lying about who you are.
I lied to you about what I've become. Not about, well, who I am to myself.
And what the hell is that supposed to mean?
That I really am a qualified pilot. And that is the truth. And then last year I failed my medical.
You failed your medical.
They discovered I had an ear imbalance. Nothing major, but enough to mean the end.
And now you work in a shop. Oh, don't give me that, John. I know what ex-pilots do. They become ground staff.
It was a choice I made. They offered me a staff job. I just couldn't face it. But I don't expect you to understand this. But I know from colleagues, it's not easy to work so close to what you've lost. I chose to move on.
I don't believe you. I don't believe a word you say now.
No. Why should you? Look, when I went along to that singles night, all I ever expected was maybe a casual date. Some company, that's all. So what would it matter, I thought, to say I was still a pilot? Why come out with the mundane fact that I'm now in retail management? And it worked, didn't it? When you heard the words airline pilot, you were interested.
Because I believed you. Not because I wouldn't have been interested if you'd said you managed a shop. I was interested in getting to know you.
And you have got to know me. It's just that... Oh. Well, whenever I've tried to tell you the truth, well, you've made it so difficult.
Excuse me.
Because you always made me feel that it was precisely my job that fascinated you. I mean, whenever you've introduced me to people, it's been the first thing you've told them. Deirdre, if I'd known what you'd mean to me, I never would have lied to you. I hate myself for being so insecure. Please, at least admit what I'm saying.
A cup for you.
It's 11:15 now.
Is it so?
Well, do you want me to go over and open shop then?
Wouldn't be fair to ask you.
Well, someone's got to. You promised Mrs. Grimes.
Promises are like pie crusts. They're made to be broken. Did I deserve this fate? You think I did, lad?
I think it's bad for you to sit here and wallow, Uncle Fred.
I'm not wallowing. I'm mulling. I mean, Luke. Look at this lovely home I bought. For her. She should be sitting there where you're sitting, Ashley. Sipping our tea on our Sunday morning. Where is she instead? Swigging German coffee with a mustachioed odd carrier.
Well, it won't last, will it? She's bound to come back to her senses soon, ain't she?
What gives you to think that?
Well, like you said, the thought of all she's left behind.
Well, that thought had better come to her quick. Or the door to my forgiveness will soon slam shut.
Anyway, doesn't matter what I believe now, does it?
It does to me. It matters that you know I'm telling you the truth.
Then why didn't you before? You could have told me all this ages ago, as soon as you felt something for me.
Why? Would you have been able to forgive me then? When it would have been so much easier to drop me?
At least I'd have known what my choice was, John. You just let me go on, trusting you, blind, every day, piling on the details, and then suddenly slap. Man I love is a total fabrication.
Well, if that's what you think, what else can I say? My ex-wife would be in complete sympathy with you. That's why our marriage broke down when I ceased to be a pilot. It was a big shock for her, too.
The shock for me was knowing that you lied to me.
I know it is. And I wish to God I told you everything right from the start, instead of... Oh, pathetic, aren't I? But the image, the income, that was everything to Linda. That's why she forced me to sell the house, to keep her up in her lifestyle. Oh, God. Why did I ever think you'd be like her?
You've already checked behind those cushions.
Yes, well, I'm double-checking.
And there's nothing there, is there?
No, not this time. But before we go out again, Mrs. Bishop, will you check in my bedroom, see everything's in its right place?
Very well.
And will you switch this off, and then we both know what it was? Sound down and colour normal.
Yes, Mr. Sugden.
Right, that's right. We both know now.
And now, will you please take this glass of milk upstairs and have a little rest?
All right, then.
I'm pouring one for you as well.
No. No, I'll go now.
No, just wait, will you? Let me get my head together.
There's no forgiving what I've done to you, Deirdre. I do know that.
Funny, isn't it? Just when you think you've known all the knocks there are.
I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. Ever.
Just what I still don't understand is, where were you? All those nights when you told me you were abroad. Where were you staying? Come on, John. I want to know.
High Wycombe. Swindon. Luton Airport. Wherever I had to go to supervise our outlets. That is the unexotic reality, I'm afraid.
She gone out?
Who?
Who do you think? Your mum?
Oh, yeah. She sent Les to the supermarket and she's gone to the pub. So, who are you all done up for?
I'm going for a job, aren't
What job?
I? In cabin.
What are you going for that for?
'Cause I need a job, Toya.
Yeah, but not that poxy job.
Well, it'll be better than your poxy job. At least I'll have magazines to read and I can help myself to fags.
Not with that old bag watching you.
Oh, don't be jealous. I'll give you a good discount. See ya.
It's Mrs. Grimes, Uncle Fred.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought I'd find you at shop. Bye, Peter, thank you.
Bye, Mrs. Grimes.
What can I say, Maud? I just couldn't bring myself to step outside front door. I still keep thinking she might phone me.
I come home to a letter from her yesterday, saying she'd made her decision.
Yes. What'd she say?
She wants me to search shop and send money on.
Naught else? Did she not give you a message for me?
Well, at least we don't have to wait and wonder anymore.
Is that it, then? Has she no thought of coming home?
She said to offer you first option of buying her out.
Me?
Well, that seems to be fair, Fred. I thought you'd be glad.
I know what. Buying a shot from a wife who's just left me. Putting money in her hand so she can share it with her paramour. I'd sooner give a donation to the Vegetarian Society.
But you always said you wanted that shop.
But not in circumstances like this, Ashley. I say never like this. When she can't even be bothered to write to me, personally. Well, I'm having no more to do with her. Nor this place, neither.
But Uncle Fred...
Aren't you being a bit hasty?
If that's her gone, then I'm putting this place straight on market. And I'm flitting back to my bachelor home.
I'm sorry to keep bothering you with this, Ken.
You mean more problems with Percy?
More of the same.
So, where's he found his medals now?
No, it's just me wondering how to deal with him. I mean, do I press him to go and see his doctor, or do I consider the possibility that we have had an intruder?
Oh, has there been any sign of an intruder?
Well, no, but I suppose you do hear about how they can open doors with credit cards. And...
On this street, in broad daylight?
Well...
I'll put the kettle on, Emily. Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, bless you, Ken.
So, now, let's get back to the start, because it sounds to me to be, well, pretty perverted behaviour for an intruder. You all right? Emily?
There we are, love. Thank you.
Oh, have you heard from Mavis?
Oh, yes. She phoned to let me know that she'd arrived safely. Then when I went to bed that night, she'd left a little sprig of rosemary on my pillow. Rosemary's for remembrance.
Ah, right. Oh, well, that's nice.
She must have had to buy a whole plastic spray of it, yeah?
I've come about this job that you want filling.
Yes, what about it?
Well, I'd like to ask if I can have it, please.
You're asking me to employ you?
Well, you don't just take on oldies, do you?
No, I only take on people I can trust. Not them with a history of messing my shelves up and being rude to me.
I thought you might say that. But if I worked here, I'd be different, wouldn't I?
Oh, yes. You'd have even more opportunity to take advantage.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't take nothing.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not willing to take that risk.
Well, how can I prove to you then if you won't even give me a chance?
Look, you change your ways, and quite a few folk might give you a chance.
Oh, stuff it then.
You take some good advice, Leanne.
Oh, shut up.
Well, I hope that's not the only offer I get.
Oi, cheer up. I didn't win the lottery either.
But you don't even play it.
And do you?
Well, I'd have to get a grown-up to do it for me, wouldn't I?
You'll have to talk nicely to your dad then, won't you?
And what's up with you?
New flat, new chat-up line, is it?
No, I just thought she looked a bit down, that's all.
Well, she soon picked up when she saw you, didn't she?
Are you sure you're all right, Emily?
He's on his own.
The Rovers?
Even so.
If you want to just check on him and come back.
No, I'll leave it now.
Right, well, you know that I'll drop whatever I'm doing anytime.
Goodbye, Ken.
There you go, one large sherry, Percy.
I think you found that's right.
You're absolutely
Okay.
right.
Thank you. There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Sugden. You don't know how much I need this.
You'll need another one in a minute.
Oh, talk about queer goings on.
Emily. I know what happened. You found this, didn't you?
Please.
It's not mine. I've never seen it before.
Well, what was it doing tucked behind your cushion?
I've no idea.
What is it?
It's a porn magazine. Can you have a look? Yes, left in my house by someone other than me.
See?
And it wasn't there before the weekend because I tied it up on Friday.
What's going on?
The same as going on in our house.
And in ours.
Why, what's happening in yours, Janice?
Well, there's his records all jumbled up and nails shoved right through them.
What?
I tell you what this reminds me of. Ivy Brennan's ghost.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, oh, you didn't know your house was haunted, did you?
Haunted?
Yeah, by Don's poor wife. Actually, she died in a convent, but her troubled spirit came back to haunt him. In fact, they had to get a priest in to do the exorcism.
You're joking.
She's not, you know.
But all that was years ago.
No, but now there's been his death, Emily. I mean, come on, a really violent one at that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Work this one up, Pop.
Is this supposed to be the same ghost that Vera's always on about?
Yeah, after they exorcised her from Don, she settled in here, didn't she?
What, here? In Rovers?
Yeah, well, Alec wasn't around then, were you, Alec?
No, thankfully.
Mind you, that's typical Ivy. She never was one to say die.
And there I was thinking it was poor Mrs. Bishop was to blame.
Me? I thought he thought it were us.
Well, I didn't know what to think.
You couldn't have thought it were Emla.
I thought she'd become an alcoholic.
What?
Well, better that, Emily, than what you thought of me.
I need a stiff drink.
Les,
Alec, a large scotch.
you're not going to believe this. Our house is haunted.
Hey?
You know all them spooky things that have been happening? No wonder.
Why, what do you mean?
Well, you know that mad bloke?
Tom Brennan?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's his wife.
Ivy.
Hey?
She's come back as a ghost.
Yeah, after she died.
She's come back, Les, to haunt us in our house.
Which I personally don't believe for a minute.
Oh, have you got a better explanation then?
Well, not yet, Audrey, but I'm perfectly sure there is one.
Well, something weird's just happened to me.
What?
I'm all shook up, love.
What?
When I got back from carting the shopping for you, I thought I'd better give me back a rest. The girls had gone out, so I took my shoes off and put them at the side of me. Thought I'd have 5 minutes on the settee. When I got up to put them back on, I found this stuffed inside of them.
That's just like the one I found down the back of our armchair.
It's funny now I come to think of it. I did feel a strange chill brush past me.
Oh, Les.
I know this is goodbye. Well, forever, really, isn't it? I'm just grateful you let me explain.
John.
I'm so sorry.
I know. I rang Tracy yesterday to invite her to come up and meet you. Don't know what I'm going to tell her.
Just tell her the truth. Let her help you forget me.